morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be reading the story Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Have you ever had a bad day? A day where just nothing worked? You got gum in your hair, mom wouldn't let you have ice cream for breakfast, and you just knew it was going to be a bad day. Alexander's having those days too. So today, students, you are going to be looking for details in the story that help you know what might happen next. Hopefully, Alexander will have a great, all good, great day. Let's see if that happens. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out the bed this morning, I tripped over the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. You ever have a morning like that? At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his cereal box. But in my cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. Now let's look at the pictures. Is his day going to get any better? It looks like his two brothers, perhaps his brothers because it's in the morning and they're eating breakfast. I think that's his brothers. They had some good stuff in their cereal boxes, but Alexander just had cereal. Think he'll move to Australia? In their carpool, Miss Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. Hey, have you ever had someone not listen to you? I could tell it was going to be a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. Let's look at the picture. Where do you think he is? Without looking at the words, what do you think? I see a lady here. I see some kids or students. I see Alexander over here. I see some work. Where do you think he is? If you said school, you're right. At school, Mrs. Dickerson let Paul's picture of the sailboat be better than mine. She thought it was better. My picture was of an invisible castle. Did he really draw anything? At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Sometimes when you start your day off, horrible, terrible, no good, you just have problems all day long, don't you? Let's see if Alexander gets any better. I could tell that Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Peter Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Mayo was his next best friend, and that I was only only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. Was that nice? I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone that the ice cream falls right on the floor and lands in Australia. He's letting his day get worse. Let's see if it gets better. Let's look at the picture. Here he doesn't look angry. Or does he? Here's his two friends. Does he look angry? Let's look at his face. Also, where do you think they are? Let's look at the picture for clues. I see a lunch pail here, maybe some milk, a lunch bag here, and a sandwich that Alexander's holding. If you said lunchtime, still at school, you'd be correct. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mom gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mom forgot to cook and make dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Has your mom ever forgot to pack you a snack or a good breakfast or a good lunch? That's what it was. After school, my mom took us to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fill it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to... Where has he been saying that he's going to go because he's going to have a better day there, apparently? If you guessed Australia, that's where he thinks he's going to go. So here's Mom, here's his brothers, and here he is. Who do you think this is? If you said Dr. Fields, then you're correct. Who is he? Let's go back and let's think what we just read. That's Mom, Alexander, his 2 brothers, and that's Dr. Fields. If you said the dentist, you're correct. Does his day get better? On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while I was waiting for Mom to get out the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then I started to cry because the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. Could this day get any worse? Oh, but it could. While I was punching Nick for calling me a crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I could tell I am having a horrible, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everyone, but no one even answered. Apparently no one is hearing him. Does it get worse? Let's see. So then I went to the shoe store to buy some new sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose the blue ones with red stripes, but then the shoe man said, what do you think the shoe man said? He said, we're all sold out. They made me buy plain white shoes, but they couldn't make me wear them. So let's go back and think. What are some of the things that went wrong in his day? He had gum in his hair. He tripped over his skateboard. he had some cereal that didn't have anything good in it. He went to school and he was upset that his teacher liked someone else's picture over his invisible picture. He went to the dentist, had a cavity. No one likes going to the dentist unless you're the dentist. He got caught fighting, which he shouldn't have been. And now he has to get some plain sneakers. Could this day get any worse? Or will it get better? When we picked up Dad from the office, he said I couldn't play with his copy machine, but I forgot. He also told me to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was as careful as could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I tried to call. Where did he try to call? Where has he been trying to go all this story? If you guessed Australia, you're correct. Dad said, please don't pick me up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Let's look at the picture. Does Dad look happy? Did Alexander watch where he was going? Is Dad having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day? And look at Mom. Mom might be a little bit disappointed in Alexander, do you think? There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. Wow, more bad things happen. Remember, as we're reading, we're looking for clues in the beginning. We're also looking for, or in the words, we're also looking for clues in the pictures. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain. I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. So the very beginning of the book, it was the morning. He was waking up. He went to school, so that might be the middle and all the things that happened there. The car ride with Mom, the dentist, after school. And now we're nearing the end of the book, and still he has not had anything good happen to him, or so we think. Keep watching. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not me. It was and has been a terrible, horrible, no good, bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Sometimes you have bad days, but the next day might be better. Let's see if it gets any better, or let's see at least if he feels better about his day, or the better day that he might have tomorrow. Even in Australia. So, it seems like by the end of the book, nothing really good happened to him. However, when you go to bed and you wake up the next morning, it is a new day, and a new day to have a great, 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 fabulous, all good day. The end. Thanks for watching.